What's up, everybody? Irina and Alina here.
Hey.
And I was scrolling through analytics, Alina, and I've noticed a lot of K-State people supporting us. Oh my gosh, thank you. So we wanted to make this episode unusual one as like a way to give back because we really, really appreciate your support.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just been fun to watch. It doesn't feel good when people support you.
No, it's everything, especially when there's so many ties with that school. You were in that school, Alina.
Oh man, K-State.
Yeah,
What?
ages ago.
Emma.
Ages ago.
Yeah, ages ago.
I still have-
over 10 years ago.
Cruel was, I think, one of the team managers,
Mm-hmm.
and I still have and wear the sweatshirts and the swag that he got from there. But tell the viewers, why did you choose K-State? You had a chance to play anywhere in the country, and you chose K-State.
I did. It was so long ago, Irina. Why are we going into that? I guess okay.
Come on. I'm curious.
To give back to our awesome subscribers, I guess you will pull it out of me because I don't really want to talk about this.
Come on.
It's personal, and you gotta okay. I'll help you guys out.
Bring it. It's raw. It's awesome. Come on, bring it
Okay.
on.
Wait. So you want me to answer what?
You had an opportunity to play anywhere in the States, and you chose K-State.
I did. Why K-State? Well,
And who were you there as an athlete?
yeah, okay. I was a basketball player. I was a baller. And it came down to I took all my 5 official visits. I was one of the top recruits in the country. And it was, let me name them. Gonzaga, San Diego State, Baylor,
Awesome.
K-State, and I'm missing one. It's been 10 years ago, but anyway, I took all 5 of them, and Baylor came in kind of late, and I still took a visit there, and then I went to K-State. So anyway, yeah, I could have played almost anywhere, almost.
Okay.
But K-State kind of sold me on the vibe of we're kind of take care of our own, we're a family, blah, blah, blah. And so long and behold, I was just a lost sheep that needed some attention, and I went with K-State.
That's awesome. I mean, lost sheep. You are now found, and look where you are. And
Look at me now.
Yep.
Look at me now. I'm getting paid.
So I did. You mentioned no cap. What's no cap?
Oh my gosh.
Please enlighten us, the non-athletes of
No.
this world population.
Gosh, she's a mom with 3 adorable children. Of course,
Oh.
no cap is a. No cap is something that, if I was to say, hey, Irina, you should totally check this out. Like, say this, I don't know, restaurant is so amazing. No cap. It's like no lie.
Okay.
I'm not making this up.
Let's
type
say
of thing.
I
So no
vouch
cap.
for it.
Yeah, like a vouch thingy.
Sure.
Everybody uses it.
Yeah.
But so anyway, it's a saying, and okay, I guess I can share some of I like to play on words. I
Okay.
like to pump people up and encourage them.
I do too. I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I made a list of what no cap.
It's actually
stand
a
for.
long list.
It is a long list. No, but
No, it's a really good stuff. Come on.
yeah, I guess, to relate, maybe something encouraging. It feels so weird doing it to on a camera. Like, this is something I do in person, when I call my bestie and we talk. Like, it's more personal. But we're going to give this a shot. You want me to give it a shot?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just imagine, someone's watching this and someone's in the same place you were years ago and they want to hear your stuff. So
Okay. All right. I'm giving back, people. Giving back. Not cabinets. We're pausing it.
yes, no cabinets today.
I can't
no
wait to
real
talk
estate.
about cabinets. It
Yeah.
makes me so much more comfortable. Okay. All right. So the first, N would be in the no, right? N would be to define yourself. I think the main thing Division I athletes kind of don't know or don't really think about when they go into university is they don't know who they are. They don't have a definition of what they stand for, what they believe. It's all just emotional.
And they're great athletes.
They're amazing athletes,
Right.
but that kind of dies down as soon as the university that you go to just kind of brands you, gives you the gear, and says, "Boom, do this. Spend all of your time thinking about this." And you're just kind of like, okay, because you don't really know who you are. You don't know what you believe in. Like K-State in particular.
Come on, explain that.
So K-State is very, very good at their marketing, and they marketed the word family. Family is big on their menu. You can wear sleeves, shirts, whatever on the back. It says, "We are family." I drank that juice for a while and that Kool-Aid, and then remember my senior year, I was kind of fed up with sports as a whole. Going to another school, to me, transferring was viewed at that time for me as like betrayal, like lack of loyalty. Yeah, it was an option, and I looked down on people that did transfer. Bad mistake on my part.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it was like ingrained in you.
Oh, it was totally ingrained. I didn't know who I was. I just came in there and they're like, "Lena, you're a K-State baller. That's who you are. Done." I'm like, okay. And so when things weren't going my way, I was just like, I don't know what to do. And so my senior year, I decided to be a regular student. Normal student is what they call them, and finish out my year without playing sports. And I remember going in front of the K-State board, like into this cold, dark room with a bunch of people sitting there, and I had to explain why I wasn't going to play sports anymore. And they were like, "Yeah, no, here's your tuition. On top of that, you're out of state, so here's your actual tuition, double for like 1 year."
Oh,
and
wow.
not knowing who I was, not having definition of who I was like, I thought we were family. I thought you took care of me, I took care of you, no. So anyway, the point number 1, define who you are as soon as possible. What do you stand for? Stand your ground. Like, don't let a building, a brand, just brand you. And if you don't know who you are, if you haven't branded yourself, like what your beliefs are, then the school will do that for you as an athlete.
And it's gonna hurt when something's gonna happen, and
it will happen.
Changes will happen, and
yeah, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's N. No. So the next one is O.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. O is positive people.
Oh, I love that one.
Positive.
You know what they say? Show me your 5 closest people that you spend time with, and I'm going to tell you a whole bunch about you. Right? So
get you some positive people, athletes. Right. No, it's huge. It's we've talked about it in even the business world. Like, you're a realtor, I'm a cabinet person.
It's everywhere.
It is huge. As an athlete, it's just you're kind of trying to figure things out. You're 18, 19, 20 years old. It's a new environment, and there's a whole brand new schedule of things that you're trying to figure out and do. And if you don't have positive people, keyword positive people, not just people that are bored and want to spend time with you, but positive people that just kind of see outlook as like in real life as like roses and daisies. That's huge. That's everything.
So there are people that there are different types of people, and there are those that are energy suckers, and those that actually give you energy.
They suck your energy.
They are, literally. And so you really have to pick and choose who you spend your time with, because I was a classical pianist, and like being in the zone really affects. So being positive and having that positive energy, which translates into confidence, being in a zone of performance, at the highest level, really feeds up who you are around, who speaks truth into you, without being the naysayers and negative stuff.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah. And like you growing up as a pianist and in my sport and going to school, you got a 4-year degree. You're gonna fail tests.
Absolutely. But that's okay.
You're gonna have failures. You're gonna lose games, competitions. Right. Failure is inevitable. It is gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to go through that. You guys know that. And so the people that are in your life are the ones that are going to help you bounce back the quickest. So if you don't have any people, you may be caught in this wallowing stage of failure, and then your self-esteem drops, and then everything spirals down out of control. But the positive, if you have positive people in your life, they're going to get you on the phone and be like, "Hey, what? Like, no, what's next? What are you doing?"
Right. Get back up.
Yeah. So to me, man, I've had countless, even right now as we're doing the show, it is so much easier to have somebody to bounce ideas off,
Right.
bounce back. If I'm not feeling the vibe today, you're like, oh, let's go record.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
huge. So positive people, it's like,
Yeah.
if you don't have it, it's just a matter of time before you spiral down, and nobody's going to be helping you up. And if it's the negative people in your life, they're just going to beat you down even more. They're going to help you shovel the dirt into your coffin. Grave. Into your coffin. One of those
Coffin
things.
So,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's everything. It's probably like the biggest point on your list, I think, right? So that's no cap. Start with the C.
No cap. So the third one is compete like a professional. In college, in Division One, K-State, these athletes, they are not quite professionals. Well, I don't know. You might start getting paid soon, depending on that. But that's a side note. You're in between of you're really, really, really good in your sport. You are obviously not in high school anymore. You are just next level. There's only a small percentage of you that
I can't
are
even
Division
imagine
One.
what's,
Oh yeah,
everything.
I mean, these people, they compete. They go to Olympics. They go NBA, WNBA.
Wow, you
like,
guys,
just,
respect.
yeah, and
Respect. That's awesome.
it's huge, but they're not quite there yet.
Sure.
They're in this 4-year limbo, or depending if you're a dude, probably 1 or 2 years, and then you can go professional. But they're in between that. And if you get caught up thinking that you are just there to stay in college, and you're not thinking like a professional, then it's kind of like a danger zone. You're gonna lose focus on what you're chasing after, and you're gonna get caught up in this crazy cycle of the school branding you and telling you what to do, and you're not gonna want to wake up in the morning. And some of you are probably already experiencing that. Like, why am I doing this? Like,
Yeah.
why? So to me, competing like a professional, what I'm meaning by that is like speak, communicate, and compete in your sport, whatever you do. In your mind, tell yourself you're a professional. You're already there. You're already training for the Olympics, even though you're
Yeah.
not. You know, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
If you speaketh, it will beeth.
Right. It's whatever you tell yourself, it's gonna happen. And so, just by telling yourself, like you said, self-prophecy, telling yourself you're an Olympian, whatever your goal is, just telling that to
Yeah.
yourself, it's gonna self-fulfill, because you're programming your mind, and that's gonna change your behavior and practices. It's everywhere. It's like
Program
business.
your mind.
Yeah.
Huge.
And it's so realistic. It's so real, but you have to speak truth into yourself and allow those around you who will support that truth about yourself.
Yeah.
So if it's negative, it's going to be negative. If it's positive, it better be positive.
Just even between what we're trying to do here right now, we
Yeah.
are actively trying to grow subscribers. Like and subscribe our channel. You
Yes,
guys are
yes.
amazing. What you're doing, helping us out. We have goals with this self-fulfilling prophecy thing. We are acting like we are already 100K subscribers. Our goal
Exactly.
right now is we are already filming and talking like we have 1,000 subscribers.
We're showing up, being consistent, and
Very professional. This is what nothing would change if we had 100K subscribers right now. And we are actively learning and growing and adjusting our game plan and talking to each other. And it's helping us go in that direction. So as an athlete, whatever goal you're trying to chase after, you have to envision the word programming is just amazing. Program your mind to wake up and think you're already there. Not only is it going to boost self-confidence and the morale inside of you,
Right.
it actually will open doors and is going to make you better. You already have enough coaching, hating on y'all, you do this better, you need to tweak this, you get your stats after the game, or you look online and the numbers are not right, or you're not there where you need to be. Screw all that. Scratch that. Don't look at that, because you're just gonna
Yes,
kill yourself.
yes,
Start
yes.
looking at professional sports. Be like, these are the numbers that I'm focusing on. Imagine yourself getting those numbers. Just like literally live in that space. So
Yeah.
compete like a professional, think like a professional, do the steps a professional already does while you're a Division I athlete.
couldn't have
Boom.
said it better. Yeah, mic drop. Hashtag.
Yeah, because you're awesome. I mean,
Yes.
it's so hard to mentally go in a dark space as a student athlete, as a Division 1 athlete, because there's just such a high demand of going to classes and listening to your coach and getting a schedule. Like, there literally your itinerary is timed by like 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
Like all day, every day. You wake up, you know exactly when you have to be on the court or on the field.
crazy.
And yeah, training, rehabbing, eating. You're starving at midnight. Like, you know, everything's lined up. You gotta keep yourself in a positive light, because if you don't, negative thinking and plus on top of that a full schedule, crash.
It's gonna bring it down.
You're gonna
Yeah.
burn.
Yeah. So no cap. C. So we did NOC. So take us on an A.
So CA, speaking highly of yourself. It kind of just plays off of the other one. C, competing like a professional. It's a mindset thing.
Speaking to yourself.
But
Yeah.
it's a little bit different because you actively need to speak good things about you, to you.
Yeah.
It is huge. Us athletes, we're so good at self-criticism. We're so good at being the hardest on ourselves. Every loss that you take or miss shot, whatever your sport is, running. If you're behind by a millisecond, you take it the hardest, and you are the one that your worst enemy. So when you're not speaking active positive words into yourself, you're just taking self-criticism, and it's just a matter of time before you spiral down.
Yeah. Don't focus. Don't dwell on the negatives. Keep it positive. In the long run.
Yeah, if you like, I just think of it this way: if you have enough energy to self-criticize yourself, I could have done this better, then you will do that. There's just unavoidable. You're an athlete. You're the best. You're self-critiquing yourself. You're watching tape on yourself every day. You should find enough time in your schedule to celebrate yourself.
Alina, not tape. We're digital now. What are you talking about?
We
Who
still call it
watches
tape. 10 years later, y'all still call it tape. They call it tape. Let's
Really?
watch game tape. Let's go. Ooh, rah, rah. Yeah.
Okay. Not USB tape.
No,
USB.
at least I
was
think.
thinking
I don't know.
DVD.
But yeah, no, I think it's so important. Like, that thing is going to be automatic. Your coaches are going to always critique you and make you better. That's what they're hired to do. But you as an individual need to force yourself to speak highly about yourself. Celebrate yourself. I'm so awesome. I'm the best. Ain't nobody out there like me. I look so good. Have a little mirror dance, you know?
That's
like
right.
you got if you don't celebrate you, nobody's gonna celebrate you.
Yeah. No, that's huge. And like you said, do a little mirror dance, dancing,
Let
singing,
me see that
whatever.
dance. Let me see.
No, I'm not gonna do that
Shake
dance.
it,
We're
shake
not
it.
in cha-cha.
Shake
But,
it a little bit. Do a little shoulder, like
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that.
lean back. Come on, the audience demands it. Yes. Okay. Her hat is
anyway.
on fleek, by the way.
Yeah, my
looks
hat is
so
on
good.
fleek. But anyway, yeah, stay positive and talk to yourself positive. Like we can't emphasize that more. It's everywhere, but especially I would imagine in athlete life.
Yeah, it's huge. It's just mainly, honestly, as a Division 1 athlete, it's like I would say it's as high as like 80% mental game.
Yeah.
Because you go from high school to college, your talent's already proven. You've done something amazing, something right. So it's not so much now focusing on your talent. The coaches are there. They're hired millions of dollars. Well, some of them make millions of dollars to make you better on the college level. So it's not really up to you anymore. They have a hold of you, but you are in charge of your mental game. That's the only thing you can control. They're literally, you're like a puppet. They're gonna say, hey, jump, and you're gonna have to jump. You know, hey, run this. Oh, you're gonna have to run that. Hey, go lift weights. But mentally, how you deal with that is not the coach's job. That is your job.
Good stuff, Alina. So we're in the final letter, the P.
The P.
The no
What
cap.
is P? P
P.
is plan your future. Ooh, planning
That's
your future.
huge.
Listen, I'm just gonna.
Well, isn't it planned out for you already?
No, they don't. No. Listen, this is a business that they're in. Okay, K-State, they're a business. They're not planning your future. Your academic advisor is. Shout out to academic advisors out there. Um, b- the coaches are not planning your future. The coaches are squeezing the juices for the university to keep their jobs. They have a job to do. They're getting paid to do a job. Their job is not to set up your future in life. You're branded. They need to market you. They need to win games. If they lose enough games, guess what they're gonna be experiencing? They're gonna get fired. So they have their own goals. You need to have your own goals. You need to plan your own future. Um, your 4 years are gonna end. I mean, the faster
It does seem forever though,
but
in the moment.
honestly, the schedule is so packed as a Division 1 athlete, and when it's not packed, when you have a little bit of free time, you're so dang sore and you're rehabbing that your mind to think about what you're gonna do after college is just like the last thing you want to think about. I get it.
Crazy, yeah.
It's so. I mean, it's just you do CrossFit, and when you get sore, it's just like
Yeah, I don't want to do
you want to
anything.
baby a little bit. You're like, you want to talk
Yeah.
to your people, you want to entertain yourself and stuff. But you have to somehow find enough energy to think about what you're going to be doing after you graduate. That is absolutely necessary. There's no other way around it. One of the practical ways that you can plan your future is do not allow yourself to always say, I don't know. Hey, Alina, what do you like to do? I don't know. Hey, Alina, what is your hobby? I don't know. It's like the fallback to everybody. I used to say that all the time. I'm so
Why would you
guilty of
say
it.
though?
Because
Did you really not know? Or?
no, you really did not know, and you didn't have enough time to even think about it. It's just the reality of it. You know what you wanted to be? You go to practice. You wanted to be, you wanted to win the NCAA tournament. You wanted to go to the Olympics. You wanted to play professionally. That's the answers you do know, right? But as far as, hey, if this college thing doesn't work out, what are you gonna do? I don't know. Move back home. Like that was like, hey, what do you want to major in? I don't know. I don't know, communications or something. But like we truly don't know when we say I don't know. And now what I'm saying is don't allow yourself to fall
not
back to that
know.
response.
Right.
Yeah, you had to grab a hold of it and literally find out. Like a good tip, I now that I think about it, is to what is the second thing that you think about or like or entertain the most. So number one is your sport, right? Number one, if there's 12 hours in a day, you spend probably 10 hours thinking about your sport, probably.
Right.
But then either the 2 hours, what is the second thing that you catch yourself doing all the time? Is it food? Are you obsessed with food? Do you like a certain restaurant that you're just like, man, I love these nachos? Or maybe it's something on YouTube that you watch. You're like super entertained by, I don't know, knitting or something, a niche, something that draws you in that will help you zone in the like what you may want to do if sports doesn't work out, so
Right.
that might be a good next step to evaluate. Be like, what do I enjoy doing? What is my second thing that I already do? Not what you want to do. Oh, I think I'd like to skydive someday. No, are you doing it now?
So when you were at K State, what was your second thing? What was your second favorite thing to do?
Ooh, my second favorite thing, honestly, I love talking to people.
Yeah, you still do.
I still do. I found myself talking to everybody all the time. I really, not only just having conversations, but having deep conversations. I always wanted to know everything about an individual. And honestly, I would have, if I could go back, which I don't want to go back, but if I could go back, I would probably get after like psychology major or something like that, where I can ask people questions and put them on spot so I can draw out answers from them. I just
That's so good.
genuinely enjoy doing that. It's just so fun to me. Like I go to church all the time, and
That's a
it's
good
so cool.
interpretation of loving that to do. Like talking with people, what you can accomplish with that.
Yeah. It could be anything. If you like fashion, you know, maybe you want to get into marketing. They'll learn about how to brand yourself. Look at K-State. They're doing an amazing job. They got you drinking the Kool-Aid of family. They got the Every Man a Wildcat. You know, it's huge. There's so many things out there, but it starts with, what do you think about when you're just trying to relax? Something that just truly makes you happy, you know? Maybe it's making videos. Maybe you want to go into broadcasting or something like that, or a YouTuber. You know, there's just so many options out there, but that's probably the next step. What is the second thing that you spend the most amount of time thinking about or entertaining yourself with? I'm gonna tell your academic advisor to put these points, no cap, on her board, so you guys can come in and check it out.
There's one specific academic advisor that we most love.
Hey, shout out.
Yeah.
She can't be named.
Yep. No.
But yeah, planning your future is huge, and just
you know what? I love how you spelled it out, no cap, and how I love how every letter stands for something. And from what I know about you, you lived through all of this stuff. So you know what you're talking about. And
I'm kind of like,
from like now objective view of a situation.
learn from my mistakes. Don't do it.
10 years ago, huh?
Yeah. I try to keep a positive outlook, but it's just it can get so difficult. You gotta fight for you. If you don't fight for you, nobody's gonna fight for you. Yeah, and
that's right.
Long story short, I spiraled down. Like mentally, I was just so confused and lost because I didn't have any of this. And so it took me years to just bounce around with the wind and see where I wanted to do, what I wanted. I just didn't have time to think about it, and I wasn't even equipped. So after so many years into today, man, I freaking love my life. I'm skydiving, I'm driving Lamborghinis, you know, I have a business that I'm running. I'm projected to make over 100K this year. Like, life is good. Life is good. I'm cracking jokes. I'm working with my sister. Like, that stuff took time for me to understand and read a bunch of books and grab a hold of myself as an individual. And now it's just like, internally I'm happy. And not only that, the number one key thing that I did was, honestly, I found out God. I found out who God really was. For me, finding myself spiritually, realizing that I am a child of God, that was my number one of turning around how I thought about myself and what I want to do in life. And that prompted me to where I am today, which, man, I love it. I love it.
I love it. I love it, Alina. Great stuff. Great stuff. To y'all out there, you are amazing. What you do on a daily basis, not a lot of people can do.
They don't say y'all in Kansas.
Well, I'm in Texas. I'm bringing some Texas in. Well, you all keep it up. It's amazing. It's incredible what you do. Not a lot of people can do it, and
they are truly, truly amazing. Like they break records.
I don't say that lightly. It's not at all. It's
competition. They breathe competition. That's what they do, and it's incredible. But it's just not all about that. It's a ticking time. Tick, tick, tick. You're graduating. What are you doing next?
Right.
But anyway, I love the main thing why I guess I wanted to share this with you guys is because you guys have been amazing supporting us.
Yes. Thank you.
Letting your fans know. If you guys have any questions, if you want to get to know Irina or myself a little bit better,
comment below.
Yeah, let us know.
Or email us.
Like this video. If you can share it with your family members. Maybe these pointers, no cap. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you have your own experiences.
Or if you have another interpretation of no cap, put it in comments. I mean, it's self-interpreted. So whatever that means for you.
No cap, y'all.
No cap, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and that bell button as well. And thank you, and we'll see you next time.
All right, bye.